Hi guys, hello. Today I'm going to talk about something that is very important for people who start raising quails or about to raise quails. I know, by the way, I've been away from YouTube for a long time, but I'm back and I could say that I'm back with some exciting videos and exciting ideas. So let's get into it. What's this video gonna be about? Well, for more than 7 years, I've been raising quails. And going through this period, I learned a lot and I gathered a lot of data about quail birds, how they live, what they eat, what they prefer, how they lay eggs. Like every single detail you can think of that I want to share with y'all. Obviously, it's not going to be in this one video because it needs multiple episodes because it's not an easy subject as some of y'all may think. And I'm gonna have some difficulty in this video talking to y'all in English and explaining this in English because I'm not an English native speaker, but I will try to talk as clearly as I can and I will take my time and hopefully you guys gonna be patient with me and we're gonna learn together. So, for those of you who still did not buy quails yet and they are thinking about buying them, well, I'm gonna tell you certain stuff that you need to look for before buying quail. Because there's two types of people here. There's people who want to hatch quail eggs and raise them from the start. And there's people who want to buy quails already big and like instantly go inside the idea of raising them and stuff. So for those of you who want to raise them from the start and hatch eggs and in incubator, if you're gonna start with that, you are already a professional. I'm talking here to the beginners. Okay, so like I said, if you are a beginner and you want to buy quail birds, so when you go to the store, try to look for specific birds, not to buy randomly because you may fall in a trap. Because quail birds in a public store or something like that are not all healthy, as we all know. They may get viruses, they may get problems with their health and stuff like that. So if you want to choose, you want to look for certain stuff. For example, do not pick a bird who's like puffy and like sitting down in a corner. Obviously, that's a symptom of sickness. We want to stay away from that. We want to look for a bird that is very kind of looking healthy. I don't think it's very hard for a human to notice if a quail bird is sick or not, because obviously we can detect that. I mean, if you saw a bird sitting down in a corner, do not move, and its feathers are puffy and stuff, that obviously shows something. So yeah, we want to stay away from that. Instead, look for a bird who's like running all around the cage, like very energetic, I could say. That's usually means that the bird is happy and healthy and you want to take that one. Maybe you're gonna find a bird that is very quickly and eating and moving and stuff, but have other problems that you may not detect, such as their peaks. Sometimes quails get born with problems in their peaks. Sometimes they be like not very direct. Sometimes they be like this. I don't know how to say. I'm gonna show it to you in the pictures. So yeah, also their legs, their thumbs specifically, sometimes they be like not right. Like some of quails do not have right thumbs. They don't have the same orders. They kind of sick or messy like this. Anyways, as I said, those are simple stuff. For beginners, they're gonna detect that quickly if they just look for it. So I don't have to explain to you, like I said, everything. You're gonna find out yourself. And yeah, so you got through this process, you got your birds, now you are taking them home. So what I will advise you now is to prepare a place. Obviously, you're gonna be already have in mind what place you're gonna put them in, but just put some extra preparings here and there. Also, an advice, do not put the food in a container that is not kind of close. Try to find a container or a feeder that is like specifically just for the head to go inside and eat, because quail birds love to mess the food. They love to go through the scrubs and stuff. So if you give them a food, the food is all good, okay? Let's put this in perspective. The food is all good, the same container, the same food, the same everything. So the food, it's all the same. There is no difference. The quail bird will come to that food and it's just gonna scrub, 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 look, look, look. Because they don't know that that's the same food. Even if you scrub that and throw it in all around the place, you're not gonna find anything different. They don't know that. So that's their natural thing to do. So they're just gonna miss that food. So try to find a feeder that just allow the head to go inside the feeder and eat without throwing that food going to waste. And also try to make sure that the place that you're gonna put your quail birds in it, it's very away from cats and human interactions, because quail birds are very kind of shy. Some birds don't care really about people, but some of them will not get comfortable in their place until they feel like secure and away from people. This is just have to do with certain birds and certain kind of mentality they have, if I could say. Yeah, but you're gonna notice this too. So yeah, try to keep them away from humans so you don't have any problems with laying eggs and stuff. Because quail birds, if they found themselves not protected, they will not lay eggs. Or they will not lay as much as they will do if they were feeling like secure and comfortable in their place. Now, you're gonna go through the process of living with them. And you need to follow a certain routine when you're dealing with quail birds, because they are birds that are very, how I'm gonna say it, I'm not gonna say they have a low kind of immune system, because they do handle a lot of problems, but you also need to take care of that side. So during the week, you need to watch out for one thing important. You need to clean your quail coop, whatever. You need to clean it at least once a week. Why is that? Because quail birds and quail farmers have dealt with one of the biggest problems when it comes to quails getting sick, which is quail poop. Quail poop produce a gas called ammonia, and this gas is responsible for the most problems that quail birds deal with. For example, I'm going to show you some pictures here that represents what quail birds can get if they got exposed to ammonia gas. So yeah, you see this is very dangerous. So you don't want to deal with that. I'm going to tell you the solution. The solution is very easy. As I said, clean your quail coop at least once a week. So yeah, if you start cleaning your coop every week regularly and you keep them maintained and everything good, I think you're gonna have a very successful raising process, if I could say. And also, I'm gonna talk about something important. If you have a coop or a cage, you must do this. You should pick a bottle or something, I don't know what to call it in English, something just like this. I'm gonna show you in the picture. Yeah, so something like this, and put in it soil or sand. Quails love to sand bath or soil bath, I don't know what to call that. You know, they love to scrub through the soil and stuff. So if you do that, you're gonna be very professional, I could say. Yeah, very professional. Why is that? Because if you do that, you're gonna prevent your birds getting lice and a lot of insects in their feathers. And those insects are blood suckers. Yeah, they do suck a lot of blood in your bird's skin, and also they basically rupture their feathers. If you kept your quails without this bath, you're gonna look and you're gonna notice through time, not instantly of course, but through time, talking about like 6 months or more, you're gonna start noticing some problems in your quail feathers. So if you do that, also it's gonna be a very good point to take in consideration. But still, we need to talk about some of the problems that some of y'all will deal with rather than other people, because not all people will have these problems. And Those problems are rat problems. Yeah. Some of you will not take this in consideration, but it is important because quail birds. Oh my god, this crow is screaming in the tree. Shut up! Oh my god, he heard me. He just left. Anyways, so yeah, rat problems is a problem that people will deal with who have farms and stuff like that, and raising quail birds outside of their house or their chicken coop, wherever, you know, those farmhouses. And rat problems is a very big problem for eggs, specifically quail eggs, because rats will eat up on your quail eggs. They will vanish them. So make sure your quail cage is very secure from outsiders, meaning rats and other creatures also that you may have. And yeah, if you've done that, I think you're gonna be perfectly set to have a very happily ever after life with your quail birds. So yeah, all that being said, I think this pretty much it. I don't know if I should add anything else. I don't want to be this video to be so long. It's already long now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye.